I'm just going to speak from the heart about what it means to come into learning your role in your family, your scapegoat role in a dysfunctional family. First off, it's very disheartening when you discover that you have been manipulated, gaslit, and lied to for most of your life. I know for me, being a scapegoat was a part of my upbringing. It was what it was. From a very small child, I grew up in a very fearful environment. And it was ran by a head narcissist and a lot of trauma bonded folks and a lot of deception, lies, and nobody was basically healthy. There was a lot of backstabbing going on, so there was really no one to trust as an adult. And being who I am, I always rebelled against the narcissist, against the regime of my family. So that caused a lot of problems. But at the same time, I was also dealing with monstrous and inhumane treatment. No child should ever be as unprotected as I was. And being a mother and a grandmother and a person with love and compassion, once the mask fell off and I could see what I was, I knew that that wasn't who I was supposed to be. I knew that I had moved away from these people, developed many good friendships, and people saw good in me. And in the beginning, in the early stages, I would say I did not believe them because I was so accustomed to the mistreatment and the unworthiness and the invisibleness and the hurtfulness of my blood family. But God would have me to move away. And most of you, some of you are going to be moved away to a space where God can show you who you really are, where He can show you how unprotected you were. And not that you will need anyone's sympathy, but your very own. And it's okay to have compassion and love for yourself because you've been through a lot. People say, no, you didn't. And people will tell you you should be over it. But this was your life. I was such a scapegoat. I would go on for many decades to try to have a relationship with my family. I would do anything to help, to listen, to render myself in ways that were very unhealthy for myself, that were very compromising to my self-worth. And I had to come all the way to terms with what I was, and that was a scapegoat. I would try to unravel many of the pieces, but because this started so early in my childhood, my only alternative was to start new. That was my power. That has been my power. And to protect my peace, my family, me, to protect me, I fought hard and long within the walls of my own thoughts, only to discover that I am an amazing, loving, trustworthy individual who deserves the same that I give out. And once you understand to the core what you deserve, what you didn't deserve, it helps you. It helps you to grow from within. For a lot of years, you spend looking for validation from others. When you begin to heal, you know you don't need everybody's validation. You validate yourself. You're unafraid to look at the good that is within you, that people have spent lifetimes trying to hide your goodness from you. Yes, people are very wicked in this world and in these family structures. And the people that are around who witnessed the dysfunction, we will talk about them in another video. They are called flying monkeys. We're also going to dive into trauma bonding relationships, because growing up, most of my relationships and friendships were just trauma bonds. So I look forward to coming back more focused, guys, and diving deeper into some of these behavioral traps we can fall into due to certain circumstances that happen to us in our lives. Breaking chains, breaking free from old thought patterns of religion and their structures, breaking down those walls so that we can get to the healing, so that we can get to who we really are. We're wonderful people. We're magnificent people. We're here to do amazing things. It's our time. It's time to break off the chains of shame, the labels that have been put on us, the expectations that we have put on ourselves, and just grow and break free. All right, I love you all. Thank you all so much for listening. I'll see you next time. Bye.